Welcome everybody, I hope you guys are having an awesome day and welcome to today's flight. Today we're going to do a full flight in the beautiful PMDG 777-200ER, doing a full flight from San Francisco all the way over to Zurich, Switzerland. We have a flight time of roughly 10.5 hours, going to fly as United 4-4, so let's not waste any more time, let's cockpit and let's get the flight going. Welcome cockpit, as you can see we are completely cold and let's get the aircraft powered up and get it going. So, battery connected, ground power can be connected, ADRU select on, thrust asymmetrical position select online, cabin utilities online, APU gen on, all generators on, and let's get some lights on. So, generators are all on, emergency light selected on position, window heat select on, roller pump can stay off for now, smoking and simple sign select on, and fire test we will do that as soon as the aircraft is, or the cockpit has been ready. So anti-air select off, lights, navigation logo light select on, recirculation fans and packs and bleeds all on. And let's go ahead and set our squawk to 1737. 1737 right there. And let me just quickly get the flight plan imported over. At the same time, I can get some dome light on. So there we have our departure and our charge can be put in there. And let us now see, we're going to depart via the 01 right via the standard instrument departure, and let's see, where are you? There we are. Need for departure, and we can get the parking gates. That is not correct. Taxi route, where are you? Take U and pin U, and then you can go back out to the weight and balance page, precise loading and import the weights from SimBrief.
Runway awareness, okay. Meters.
So let's just double check that we have the correct amount of fuel. So we are at 93.46. Fuel has been set to the correct level. Passengers, let's see, 200, yes it's correct. And we are cargo, also looking great. Alright, let's go to the FMC and let's get the flight plan inserted. So we are currently at San Francisco International Airport. And we are at gate I don't remember, so we'll just put in our GPS position. Request the route from SimBrief, set payload, set fuel, and select route. Of course, request boarding. That's going to take a while. While we wait for you, we can just arm the auto brake. Auto brake has been armed, Unicom is selected, and we can just listen to frequency 1 and 2, transmitting on frequency number 1. That was the flight plan, let's load it in. And we have the flight plan, everything else put in, great. Departing runway 01 right. And let's go to departure. So, 01 right, the night 4 departure, and quickly get to station via the Orca waypoint. So, U, insert that. Put the pre-flight in the page, and we have a 0 fuel weight of 168.4.5, so 168.5. And let's see, for fuel, step over P, yes, there we are. And for our fuel, we have a extra 10 tons of extra fuel. So we have our alternate of 17.7, so 17.7. Mr. Climb flight number 330, that's correct. Accept U, so 17.7. Alright, over to the thrust limit page. Let's go to the performance tab. Departing out of runway 01 right. Import the weather and everything else. Calculate. Alright, so flaps 5 and TO for thrust, trim select 6. Yes, so flaps 5. No reductions of flaps 5. Center of gravity is at 26. I don't believe that. I believe it was 28 something. Yeah, I was wrong. It was 26. Alright, so 150, 158, 150, 158. Of course, I forgot to put in the takeoff weight, so 261.1, yes. 150. 158, and the last one was 165. And for next page, the wind from San Francisco is currently at 280 at 07 knots, and temperature is currently at 14 degrees Celsius. 150, 158, and then 165. Select the first officer's one to the flight plan page, or the legs page. And let's select you to 165 knots. The flight directors on both sides. And initial climb, flight level 330, since no ATC is online. And departure heading, select to 1010, I mean. And 2 minutes to alignment. So APU is now starting up. Let's check our altimeter before we do anything else. We are currently have it at 2992, so we can just lay it as is. L and VNAV can both be armed. So that the APU is up and going, we can disconnect our ground power unit. Let's go to the status page. Oh, wrong button. I was aiming for the control door. Hydraulic pumps, fuel, air, no. There we are. And we are now at fully running on APU. Disconnect the other ground power. Go to ground service menu and let's parking brake is set. Release ground power. Remove the truck at the same time as well. Disarm all the doors and close them all. Turn off the dome light. Hydraulic pumps can come online. Fuel pumps all on. APU bleed, nothing else is great. And the door is closing. And beacon light can come on. We're ready for our engine start. All doors can be armed. Select you back to the performance page. Put the engine page back on U. Data position. Data and position. And we go to the left. Yes, left. Alright, we are ready for engine start, so parking brake is off. Alright, starting engine number 1 and 2 at the same time. Alright, starting the clock. And fuel on both sides. Both engines are now up and running, so we can now disconnect, or to be more precise, turn off the APU. So APU select off, anti-ice Parking brake has been set. Anti-ice is selected to automatic mode. And let's see. Packs are connected. APU bleed will come offline very shortly. Lights are set seatbelt signs. Great. 165, 010 and 330. Clock has been started. Auto brake RTO is arm flaps. Selected to 5. For our departure. And let's take you to the flight control page. And let's do a flight check. So full left, full right, full up, full down, rudder left, and rudder right. Flight control check good and free, and select the trim to 6.0. Or the stabilizer trim to 6.0 to be precise. And trim has been set. Let's blank out the center console, center display. Ground equipment is moving away. Here we have the person, so let's blind them now. Lights are on. Alright, bypass pin has been removed. And we are ready for taxis, so we can take the turn off lights on. And let's get our aircraft moving. So parking brake has been selected off and thrust can be slightly increased. And we are rolling. Hold a short off from 0 on the right. Let's take the transponder selected to on position. And let's quickly check the map just to make sure there is no one inbound. Right runway is clear. Let's enter the wrong runway. So parking brake, select off, thrust increase. And entering runway, so strobe light, select online, wing light and landing lights all come online. Going to do an immediate departure. Traffic is inbound at all.
On runway 01 right.
Alright, thrust increase. And stable clock can be started, and let's get the aircraft going.
Airspeed alive.
Check.
Knots. V1. Rotate. V2. Positive rate.
You're up. Nose is at 15 degrees. 500 feet. Turning out over the bay area. And 1500 feet. Just going back to climb autopilot, come on. Flaps up. Flaps coming up, auto brake has been disarmed, nose lights can come off. And flaps is completely up. is 3,000 feet. Off wing light. And San Francisco looking beautiful as always. And 3,500 feet. But tomorrow that will happen, I will just monitor the climb, so I'll see you when we're descending into Zurich. Feet. You can get the landing lights selected on and seatbelt signs is selected back on is online. And let's go to TFB and let's get a chart put in so we can get ready for our approach into Zurich. So let's take you. And let's see our chart. We're going to land on we are now on the BLM 3 Golf arrival, and we are going to land on the runway 34. Let's see. 34U. And we are flying in this way, so let's get the aircraft configured. We take there we go. So zoom in, and we are now flying in, so we can just go into the minimums. Alright, 1625. Sorry for the FPS. So I'll take you. Just get selected to idle speed. Can be reduced. Selected it to the wrong, so I'll take you and quickly get the speed brake. Alright, a little bit too far. $1600s. And 1625 has been set. And let's see, ILS frequency, we go to navigation radio and make sure. So ILS is 110.75 at 332, which is correct. There we go, and we are now descending low EQ. Alright, 4,000 feet, 5,000 feet is going to be our final altitude before we have to capture the ILS and then land on the runway. There is currently no ATC online. I'm just going to double check if there is any form of traffic inbound. Looks like we are clear on the approach for now. And altimeter is going to be selected to U and up to 25. One 025 has been set. Speed is going to be to 240 knots. And there is currently no speed restrictions active. We have something I have forgotten to do. Let's do the landing calculations. Landing runway going to be 34. Import the weight, weather, calculate. And with flaps 30, we are going to be great land with auto brakes 2. Alright, auto brake 2, flaps 30. 30/138, so 138. Right, ILS and localizer is currently showing, about to show up. Alright, turning in for final. And we have 14 miles out. Let's give it flaps 5 and flaps 1. Alright, 30 miles out, approach mode can be armed, localizer has been captured. Let's turn on the rest of the lights, just we are done with that. And flaps selected to 5, and then flaps 50. And glide slope has been captured. Taking the speed down to
2500.
Roger that, 180 knots. And just for warning, there is a thick layer of clouds, and of course there is the very bumpy terrain around the airport, so we're going to get a sporadic radio altitude call-outs during this approach. Gear down. Service traffic, United 44 in 7 miles out, runway 34. Alright, flaps full. Visibility is 6,000 meters and cloud layer at 1,700 feet, so it might be a late landing. Should be able to see the airport any second now in this vicinity. Right, less than 4 miles speed to the unrestricted 138 knots. And we have airport inside.
1,000.
Alright, we are stabilized, we can continue for now. And runway is coming into view. Ignore that.
Approaching 3-4.
Alright, correct runway has been confirmed. Service traffic United 44, landing runway 34. Alright. Runway in sight. I have control. This is the manual way.
Approaching minimums.
Right, let's switch view. Go slow up.
Glide minimums. Glide
Continue.
slope. Glide slope. $100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Say smooth landing, rush is deployed, speed brakes are out.
Remaining.
And 60 knots, I take manual braking.
200 remaining.
Reverse can be stalled, flaps can be retracted. Sorry, flaps retracted, speed brakes can come back down. And let's see, nose lights select off, wing lights select off. Zurich traffic, United 44 turning off runway 34. So flaps up, speed brakes are down. APU off. And flight directors can both come off. And we can take the strobe light off. And Echo 36 should be coming in any second here. Just quickly double check. Right here. Turning in. Sorry, 3-4, not 3-6. And nose light select off to the blind port ground crew. Alright, parking brake can be set. APU is running, so engine 1 and 2 select off. Then we can go to the overhead panel and let's see. So, fuel pumps all off. Beacon light can come off, seat pull stand can come off, roller pumps all off. And we can take the generators for the engine select off. And on that page we are great. Engine bleed select off, let the rest of the bleed stay on. Transponder coming off. Great, on that page. Let's go for the boarding. Welcome to Zurich everybody. I hope you enjoyed this flight. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, check out my channel page for more search, check my place if you want to binge my long haul videos. Other than that, I will see you in the next video. Fly over out, awesome day, and goodbye.